Welcome back, McFly subscribers. We're continuing this month's Midge dry fly series with the Mating Midge. This is a very simple dry fly that imitates two adult midges joined together while mating, which allows us to tie this pattern slightly larger than a single midge imitation. This is McFly Angler.
And it starts now.
Let's get started tying. Place a hook securely in your vise. For a hook, I'm using Risen's Barbless Dry Fly 100 in a size 18. This is a standard length, straight shank dry fly hook with a down eye. We'll also need some thread, and today I'm using Veevus 14-aught in black. Start your thread near the hook eye and snip or snap off the tag. Bring your thread back to just the hook bend, and then return it to the start of the bend. Now we need some hackle, and today I'm using this beautiful whiting dry fly cape in black. We're looking to match the hackle size to the hook size, and for that I like using a hackle gauge, but you can simply just wrap it around the hook to check. You can see this feather falls right at the size 18 range, so it'll be a good fit for this fly. To prepare the feather for tying in, strip a few fibers from the base and trim the stem to leave yourself a short tie-in point. Hackle feathers have a front and back, with the front being a more glossy side, so tie the feather in using an X-wrap so the glossy side faces forward. Then bend the stem slightly forward and secure it by wrapping over the stem. Now make spiral wraps with your thread up the hook eye to get it out of the way. Then wrap your hackle with 3 or 4 touching turns. Then unwind your thread back to the hackle and capture it with one wrap behind the stem and one in front. Trim away the excess feather, but don't throw it away. We'll be using it again in just a moment. Pull the hackle fibers back and make a couple thread wraps to hold them slightly rearward. Now continue making touching wraps until you're about 1 or 2 hook eye lengths behind the eye. Prepare the same feather in the same way once again, tie it in and repeat the process. Making 3 to 4 wraps with the hackle, capturing with your thread, trim away the excess, and wrap a little rearward to lock everything in place. Now you can whip finish the fly. How simple was that? For a little added durability, I like using Solarez ultra thin resin. Use a brush in the cap to coat the whip finish, and then cure it with your UV light. It'll harden crystal clear without leaving a tacky finish. And there we have it, the finished Mating Midge. This is one of the quickest and easiest midge dry flies you'll ever tie. It uses only thread and hackle, and once you tied a few, you can easily finish one in under a minute. You can also tie this pattern with grizzly hackle instead of black, and still end up with a very effective midge imitation. And unlike the Brook Sprout, which imitates a single adult midge, this pattern represents two midges joined together while mating. Because of that, it presents a larger profile, allowing you to tie it on a slightly larger hook while still imitating a very small insect. Where I generally fish an adult midge about a size 24 or even smaller, I'll happily fish a mating midge in a size 18 or 20 during a heavy hatch. As this name suggests, the two insects are connected by the ends of their abdomen, with the wings extended in opposite directions. If you wanted to get a little fancier, you could add small tufts of CDC on the opposite ends of the hackle to suggest the wings, and that'll also increase the fly's buoyancy. Personally though, I don't find that necessary. Trout seem perfectly happy to take the simpler version, and if you drop behind a Griffith's gnat, you'll be able to still see it on the water. I think the real beauty of this fly is just how quick and inexpensive it is to tie. This is the kind of fly guides love, because they can quickly fill a box with them before a trip without spending hours at the vise. And if you lose a few to overhanging trees along the way, they're quick and easy to replace. The next time you find yourself in the middle of a heavy midge hatch, give this one a try. Well, we're now 3 patterns into this month's Midge Dry Fly series, and this fly box is almost filled up. We started the series with the Griffith's gnat, probably the most important midge dry fly ever created. Rather than imitating a single midge, it represents a cluster of midges gathered together on the surface. And because of that, it can be tied much larger, and it's easier to see. It can even be used as the indicator style fly, with a smaller midge pattern suspended behind it. Then last week we tied the Brook Sprout. That pattern imitates a single adult midge, and is simple enough to tie down to extremely small sizes. In fact, here's one tied on a size 30 hook. And of course, this week's pattern is the Mating Midge, which represents 2 adult midges joined together and allows us to fish a slightly larger fly while still matching the very small insects. Check back next week as we finish the series with a CDC midge emerger. I use peccary for the body of this fly, but I'll also show you a few other material options that you can use. This is another fairly simple pattern that can be tied extremely small. It also sits in the water with a very different profile, allowing the abdomen to sink beneath the surface film while the CDC remains above it. That gives the fly an appearance of a midge emerging through the surface. So make sure you're all subscribed and click that notification bell. That way you don't miss next week's CDC emerger or any future videos on my channel. By the way, those fly boxes you saw, I do sell them. They're magnetic backed with open compartments, great for dry flies and small nymphs. The magnets are strong enough to hold smaller flies in place, so you don't lose them if you accidentally drop an open box in the water. I will link to my Amazon storefront below in the description section of this video if you're interested, where you can pick one of these up, or some of my other fly boxes, or even hats, all with free shipping. Also, check out my sponsor Risen Fly. They made the hooks I use today, but they also make some excellent fly rods, reels, and other gear, all at very high quality and excellent prices. Best off, they're offering you all a discount, so go to www.risenfly.com and type in McFly at checkout for 15% off your first order with them. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, let me know by hitting that like button. And apparently the new thing is to hype videos, so help me out and hype this one. If you know anyone that could use a reliable midge dry fly in their fly box, send this video their way. I will see you on the next video. Now you go catch some fish.